Yes, welcome to the video. I'm Lewis. Above me is John. I got a transfer roundup coming for you today, guys, with a few new names on it as well. So it's quite interesting, actually. So before we get into it, guys, want to set a like target. Smash 1,000 likes, guys, for today's video. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Massive shout out to today's sponsor as well, the guys at WANT Football. WANT Football got an absolutely mega app that you can download. It's in the description. It's also the pinned comment. When you download it, select City as your favourite team and you'll get all the City news. Anything that's related to City that you need to know, you'll get it straight to your phone, including transfer news, transfer rumours. When the season's on, you get team lineups, match reports. It's actually mega. It don't cost you a penny. If you download it, you help support the channel, so go check it out. Massive shout out to WANT Football. Right, as always, guys, we're going to start with the outgoings, and a guy who we have spoken about before, maybe I think we spoke about it when we signed him. It's Gavin Bazunu. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Republic of Ireland international goalkeeper, very young, only 19. I think City have had him on the books now for a year, 18 months, something like that. Portsmouth have been successful with a season-long loan. That's apparently like done, or very, very close to be done to be being completed. That's according to Portsmouth News. Now, this guy is very promising. He's 19 years old. He's already in the Republic of Ireland squad setup. So, it's a shame that they didn't make it to the Euros, so we could have had a look at him. However, very promising young goalkeeper. Portsmouth, big club, taking him on. Very promising.
Yeah, it's exciting times, especially for him, and he seems to be looking like he's having a really good future for himself. He's like setting down already in the Republic of Ireland's first team, and getting all out to Portsmouth would be good for him for a season. Then we can have a look at him then, a bit more of it throughout the season and that. Next up is another promising young player is Taylor Howard-Bellis, and he's got off, innit? He's going to Anderlecht. He obviously went to Blackburn last season, spent a year there. I'm sure when we spoke to the guy from Blackburn, he was actually doing decent.
Yeah,
at the time.
He had a good season by all accounts. Yeah.
But then he's going joining Vincent Kompany, probably learning quite a lot there. I imagine that Kompany will have been playing a lot of games as well, because with the connection that they've got now with obviously Anderlecht and City, it's good. It's mint that, and it knows that it can guarantee that when we send players there, that they will actually get game time, which is something that we can't really say for a lot of clubs that would send players to. But I think it's a really good move for him. I mean, I'm actually really excited for him to go there, try something different. I just hope one day he actually does come back. I'm a massive fan of Taylor Howard-Bellis. Hopefully, he gets a lot of game time at Anderlecht. Obviously, can't ask for a better manager there for his development than Vincent Kompany. And we'll have to watch his progression very, very carefully. Okay, last one now on the outgoings before we move on to the incomings, and it's Raheem Sterling. Now, it has been said quite a lot this summer that Man City's stance on Raheem Sterling is that if the price is right, they will let him leave the football club, and that price is around £80 million. Now, because of this stance, it's apparently making Sterling reassess his options. Now, obviously, Sterling is under this, if this is true, Sterling's under the impression that, well, they don't actually want me here as a long-term option. They're simply trying to basically protect their own interests in terms of don't want Sterling to run down the contract. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with Raheem Sterling. I think we're going to be I think we're going to be talking about Raheem Sterling's future at City now for the rest of the transfer window, because incomings, potential outcome. We know that for City to sign Grealish and Kane, we're going to have to let people go. Who are we going to let go? Sterling is a candidate because he didn't play that much in terms of starting games last year compared to what he would have liked. And we also know that, Pep didn't sign him. He was here before Pep Guardiola. We can get a lot of money out of him, which would help massively towards Kane and Grealish. I think all of them are the reasons why his name is being branded about. There's been nothing concrete to say, he's definitely getting off or anything. So we'll have to watch this one closely. This is according to, is it Simon Mullock at the Mirror? But Raheem Sterling's future is, I think he'll end up staying, but it is very much at the moment, it's up in the air. Yeah, it seems to be on the ropes a little bit. I know that he seems to be a bit unhappy. I didn't include it in this, but basically there was a report saying that, and it was from Sam Mullock as well, saying that he is a bit unhappy with his current situation, with the lack of game time he got this season, and with the fact that he's been rumoured to be involved in the potential swap deal for Kane situation. I think it's angered his camp kind of thing from his side of things, but I think we'll have Sterling at the end of the season. I don't think we'll sell him. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. Moving on to the incomings. And the first one is an official one. Milos Moreno. City have agreed terms with Belgian club. I'm not even going to try and say it, bro. KV Kortrijk. That's how I'd say it. I think that was okay. You know what I mean? Rate me out of 10 on the pronunciation, not my looks. Milos Moreno, 24 on a season on loan deal. We've got so if we signed him on a lot of season on loan, or if we signed him and now he's gone there on
he's
loan.
gone.
That's what's happened, isn't it? So
I mean, he's only young.
Him,
he's only 24. Maybe he'll come good. Honestly, sometimes these CFG signings just don't work.
Yeah.
Next up though, big one, big news. Manchester City are in for Reece James of Chelsea. Apparently, City have made an approach. Chelsea have obviously stated that he's not for sale. He's going to be an integral part of their future, which is obvious. He's such a great player.
So good, yeah. He has to be, doesn't he?
But I just wonder where this has come from. Now, we know we've had rumours that João Cancelo is not very happy at the football club at the moment because he's not playing the games, which, by the way, is his own fault because his form dipped, so he went off a cliff. But if Cancelo leaves, City will need to probably go in for a striker, for a right back, sorry. I don't think we can afford to just have Kyle Walker. So we're going to need someone. Reece James is probably going to be England's right back now for the next 10 years. And he's such a fantastic footballer. If we can get him out of Chelsea, it'd be absolutely amazing. However, I don't see this one happening right now. Unless Cancelo does leave, I don't see this one happening. Well, it's just weird, you know what I mean? We'd have 3 right backs.
If Cancelo's still at this football club, this ain't happening. Unless City are going with the stance that Cancelo will never play right back again. He's only going to play left back, and we're changing him into that position. Which obviously is a potential thing. We have seen him play left back quite a bit. But it'd be crazy for us to sign all these English players. English tracks got going mad there. Harry Kane, Jack Grealish, Reece James, Bear. We pretty much have the England squad. But yeah, I don't see this happening. I think he's too important for Chelsea's first team plans, like they've said. I think it'd cost a lot of money to get him out of Chelsea. And he's very good. But then, you know what I mean? Maybe in a few years we'd look at it as an option. But right now, I want Cancelo to stay, and I want Cancelo to smash it and push Kyle Walker again like he did this season.
Yeah, me too.
Next then is someone that was featured quite a lot. He's having a crack in Euros. He's absolutely smashing it. Him and KDB link up. Lukaku, apparently he features prominently on City's striker wish list this summer. And I think the game time that he's getting in the Euros will City be looking at that, maybe thinking, ooh, he's exciting. He's you know what I mean? He looks like he can do the bits. He's got, you know what I mean? We've said for quite a while, I think when we first started bringing up the Lukaku rumours, it was a bit like we kind of laughed it off a bit, because of his time at United. However, when you actually start to look at him, you start to take him very, very seriously. This guy is an absolutely world-class striker, and he's quality, and I think he'd do bits in this City side. So it's no surprise to me why he's featuring prominently on this wish list. Yeah,
no, absolutely, and I think it depends on the cost. You know what I mean? If we can get Lukaku for 70 million or 80 million or something like that, I think that's really, really good value. When you might have to spend an extra 50% on top of that if you want someone like Kane, maybe even double it if you want Ireland, someone like that. So you can see why Lukaku is prominently on that City transfer wish list. And I think, I think this is why we can sort of play a little bit of a hardball with Levy, because if, moving on to Harry Kane now, Tottenham's reported £150 million price tag on Kane is apparently a no-go for City. City know obviously they're going to have to break the record to get him, but they're not going to go to 150 million. And I think this might be why City are not going to Levy and say, we'll give you what you want, because there is an alternative option there in Romelu Lukaku. I know some people are really, really against this transfer, but he does put the ball in the back of the net. And I think City will be in the position where if Levy is saying 150 million, oh, you're not having him, I think they'll just be like, right, we'll chill then, because we'll go and get Lukaku.
We'll go get someone else.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Harry Kane, this is according to Stu Brennan. City obviously not going to go anywhere near that £150 million price tag. So we'll have to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. But, I think once the Euros is over, it's gonna pop.
Everything's gonna hot up then.
Yeah.
I like that stance though. I like City's stance in this of we ain't going near that £150 million price. I like that fee that you've got in your head. Apparently, we have offered 100 million. Apparently, Fabrizio came out then he kind of confirmed saying yes, £100 million bid was placed, despite contrasting reports with different journalists. And we did a video on that. I was speaking about that the other day, and I think we have made the £100 million bid, and I think it's gonna. I can't see us going over 120 mil. I can't see us going over that, because anything over that, you're looking at Haaland money. That is Haaland money after that.
It is Haaland money.
Last on the list is a mix between Jack Grealish and Kane, which is obviously two of the most talked about transfers of recent times. Anyway, these are kind of the ones that it seems to be they're going to be the first signings of the summer for City.
Yeah.
Apparently, City are going to make final decision on the negotiation with Grealish and Harry Kane after Euro 2020, which is what you were just saying then. They're both considered top targets by City, but nothing is happening while they're both focused on the Euros, and that's Fabrizio coming out saying that, which completely makes sense. I think it speaks for itself with the fact that we ain't going to sign these whilst they're at the Euros. They're not going to come back from the Euros and go to a different club. You know what I mean? Harry Kane ain't getting on the plane straight to Manchester from the Euros. It's not as easy as that. They got to go back to the clubs, and that's when we'll see things pick up and things start moving. It's not that far away, really. Do you know what I mean? Was there 2 weeks left of the Euros, something like that?
Yeah.
So in a very, very short time, we could see the first signings come into Manchester City, which is incredible.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll have to see what happens with that, guys. Not long left now, but these rumours are popping off. We're getting new names. Like I say, Reece James, first time we've been linked with him in, I think, ever. So it's, these transfer rumours are flying about. So make sure you download the OneFootball app, guys. Links in the description. It's also the pinned comment. Download it. You get all the news. It doesn't cost you a penny, and you help support the channel. Smash a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe as well if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.